All right, welcome to episode 215. It is snowing. It is snowing. First snow, first real snow. We had this one weird day, but yeah, first snow of the year. All right, this is going to be, day in the life. So, thanks for being here. In this episode, I'm going to talk about little supports and encouragements that people around each other can give each other and how that can have such a huge, huge effect. So that's the thoughtful direction that we're going to go. So that is time to settle into the morning. I'm going to do coffee and all that stuff that I normally do. But I'm also... So I'm started on the follow-up to the Boom Pow video, and we'll talk about that also today. All right. What are we having today? We're having a little protein. It's on some peanut butter cracker thing and a protein, salt. Just in case you wanted to know what I was having for breakfast. So, I made a decision about my background while I was setting up this shot. There's the Peter McKinnon background, which is intentional and everything is perfect and everything looks absolutely, beautiful. And then there's the Casey Neistat background, which is probably very intentional but also very chaotic. And so that's I do the Casey Neistat background. So in case you were wondering, and in case Peter and Casey were to check out my channel, they would know that not happening. Episode 215. I'm gonna start this episode off because the point of this episode grows directly out of this thing I'm gonna start talking about, which I'm going to start talking about it now instead of talking about what I'm going to talk about. It's kind of meta when you... Someday you should just be in my brain. It would be really cool if I could just do a transcript of everything going through my head all at once. It would be horrifying, probably. It'd probably be horrifying to go through anyone's head like that. Support and encouragement. That's what happened with the Boom Pow video. I thought, Monday went up, hit, boom, everybody was excited. Tuesday, it was crazy. Everybody was Facebook chat talking about it. But people are still talking about it. And yesterday, we had faculty meeting three mornings in a row. It's now 7 o'clock. I just looked to see if I had to go to, I don't go to faculty meeting on Friday, which it would be at 7:45 anyway. Yesterday in faculty meeting. So I was over in my group doing what my group does, and there's another group of teachers doing what their group does, and they started waving for me. And I didn't notice, but one of the assistant principals noticed, and she goes, "Hey, they want you over there." They were looking at the video and talking about it, they thought it was very, very funny. And so then they got in touch with another person who runs the TV and radio and broadcasting classes, and he also does a YouTube channel called The Friday Show. I said, "Hey, can we put this in The Friday Show?" So here's the clip from The Friday Show where What are you doing?
Our next segment needs no introduction.
Gotta get that. So yeah, that happened. That's the Friday Show. I put the card up there for you as well. If you want to go watch the rest of the Friday Show. All right, so how come all this is happening? Why does one video go from obscurity to, in my case, a very relative viral experience, 10,000 and something, I don't know. I think it was 10,700 when I looked last. Where 700 would have been like one of my top watched videos of all time, except for I had another video that sort of did a Reddit viral thing and hit about 2,000. 700 would have been far and away. And I'm saying 10,700. Now here's the story and the tie-in to the meaningful message. And I've sort of told it before, but in reflection, have you ever seen those Rube Goldberg machines where you start and they'll drop a BB and then the BB will hit a marble and then the marble will hit a tennis ball and the tennis ball will hit something else and then that will hit and suddenly there's a cannonball rolling down a ramp and the cannonball didn't get started until someone dropped the BB. And that's kind of what happened. So I said before, there's some guys in the No Small Creator Facebook group, and they started off like at 6 o'clock in the morning pushing it out there. And then another guy in the Facebook group pushed it out to Reddit, and then someone else has shared it. And I lost track of where all the shares were. I only know of the 3 guys in the Facebook group, but I believe there's some other people who shared it as well. And then finally, the cannonball was when Phil DeFranco put it in his link. So this is the point. The cannonball rolled down the ramp because someone stopped at a certain point and did something that they thought was a nice gesture, and they shared it. The job that I have is a direct result of another BB from 3 years ago. So I got to Indiana and my employment situation changed and I didn't have my Indiana teaching licenses. So I was substitute teaching. I was doing sub work and I subbed for a class, and one of the students in the class happened to be the son of the lady who schedules all the subs. And so he went and on his way, on the way home, he said, "Hey, we had a really good sub today." So then that was all. I mean, he made an effort. He went out of his way to say something nice, and that started the domino effect that ultimately ended me getting a job. And I've told him many, many times how grateful, and I've told the story several times as well. But his little act of kindness led to his mom taking another step, and that led to another step, and that led to another step. I'm going to encourage everyone who's watching this video to drop a BB into someone's life. Do something that helps someone else, and do something that has like the potential to have a ripple effect. A high five is one thing, but mentioning to a supervisor how well the cashier handled your transaction, mentioning to a store clerk's supervisor how helpful they were when you were trying to find that obscure pillow sham or something. I'm not really sure what pillow shams are, if that is even a thing. I think they are. I think they're the things. I'm off track. What a surprise. So I'm going to encourage everyone to be that BB that starts the Rube Goldberg machine and see what happens. Take the effort to tweet about something, to go to the manager of the restaurant and say, "My waitress did an awesome job today. Just wanted you to know." If this should happen, I've done this. I actually have done this. When you call in for tech support and you get a really helpful tech support person, at the end of the call, after they've said, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" you can say, "You know what, this call went so well. Could you transfer me to your supervisor? Because I'd like to tell them how well this call went." I did that one time. I thought the manager was going to die on the phone. I don't think very many people do that, where they call, transfer to the manager to say how good the experience was. And so do that. Be the BB. Be the BB. I should get like t-shirts. I think I'll do that. done in my cafe thing. It won't be today. It probably won't be this weekend because there may be the possibility that I'm gonna try to fix the brakes on a car. Like I'm a mechanic. Maybe. Be the BB in someone's life. I feel so good about this that I'm gonna end this segment. I just discovered my keyboard. I have peanut butter crust between the keys, and I can only blame the little elves and the hollow tree. I need a little brushy thing. All right, back to breakfast. Yes, I have reviewed other products. Thank you. Oh, so there's a shirt and a tie hanging here. Why is... Oh, future project. Maybe Monday. Maybe Monday. So, what happened? So, people want... they want to see another version of the spoken word pop song. Here's my fear. It'll be funny once, but then it's not funny anymore. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. So, we'll find out. Could be a very horrible thing. One of the comments I really liked. There's two thoughts in the comments on Boom Pow. One was, wow, when you read the lyrics like that, the vapid wasteland of pop music exposes itself. Yeah, we're definitely not talking about the social justice music of the late 20th century, mid 20th century. Then there was another vein of comments that I really enjoyed, which was, ouch, this is like you see a wreck about to happen and you can't look away. And I was like, yep. So, we'll see. So the consensus was, the kids in my presence, they were like, Britney Spears. Actually, it started with one who said we have to Britney Spears. That's in the comments. And then it just sort of cascaded from there. Several other of the students were like, oh yeah, here, do this one. And how did I get on this? Oh, shirt, sorry. I'm gonna bring this segment to a close just saying this. It's gonna be a full day of teaching, and then there is also, I have a photo shoot right after school today. I gotta do some research on this. I'm shooting a 4-month-old baby. And again, only photographers can say that, but I'm photographing a 4-month-old baby and the baby's family. So that will be happening right after school today. I also have a photo shoot tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. I seem to have lost track of this segment. So since I lost track of it, I should probably just bring it to a close. Time to go to the other room. See you over there. All right. Just my ear. All right. I'm in the other room and trying to sort things out. Doing the recycling bin. Anyway, what? All right. So I'm gonna stop recording stuff and till lunchtime. See you at lunch. All right, recap time and see you later. So definitely doing a follow-up spoken word pop song. Terrified that it's gonna be just cringy and not cringy funny, but everybody wants me to do it. Second of all, more importantly, the people who have supported and encouraged this endeavor, I just phenomenally grateful for all that and the interest and all that stirred up. And the third, be the BB. Be that person who does something encouraging or, you know, starts the dominoes falling for someone else. Give somebody a high five, but don't stop there. Go tell someone else about what they did and why you appreciated it. Let that be the catalyst for someone else getting, you know, that lift. That's it for this episode. Appreciate you watching. It is time for me to do the lunch thing. And that's it for this episode. Let's see, what do y'all need to do? Subscribe, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, a question, hit the like button. That's all for this one. See you in the next one. I never missed that shot.